Speaking of youth, you launched your own boys and girls youth programs a couple of years ago. What's it like to see the upcoming talent in those programs?
Yeah, I do have two programs with women's and boys. School Henderson Elite and Team Scoop. Really just right out of my gym in Marietta, Georgia, Next Play 360. Growing up, I always played on my dad's AU team, and I always just played on the AAU circuit. And for me to kind of infiltrate that, it's fun to see how it's growing, just how much of a community center it has turned into. Just welcoming a lot of people, a lot of young cats just coming through there. And it's not just basketball, it's a lot of things like school, ODDX gaming. Like, we got a lot of things going on at Next Play, so.
Young cats, I like that.
Like an OG.
It's OG-esque.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite player growing up?
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. And tonight we'll see the Dallas Mavericks as they go up against the Miami Heat here in Miami. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. You'll be hearing from David Aldridge on this. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Anthony Davis is out there with Derek Lively. Then it's MP. And there's Irving, and it's Marshall in its small forward. And for Miami, they've got Andrew Wiggins, Tyler Hero out there with Mitchell. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Ware in at the center position. That one drops for him. Irving's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Mavs. And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
Now, here's Marshall, guarded closely. That one falls.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And it's Davis with the ball for Dallas. Passes it to MP. Hero against Irving. Miami grabs the miss, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
Yeah, you want to respond in kind, but that last game, it was an effort that most of the time can get you a win. You ran into a tough opponent who was playing at a high level.
MP down low. On the wing, Irving gets to the corner and buries it.
One of the quickest releases in the game. Kyrie staying a step ahead.
Hero against Irving. Pass to Ware. Back to Hero. "11 feet away. Ware, offensive rebound. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
Not only fighting on the boards, he's converting, and not just on the putback. It's been a great start for him.
High post, Davis. Adebayo on him. And good that time.
Strong handles by Anthony Davis. Put that guy on skates there.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. Trailing by 4. Wiggins drives in. The shot by Adebayo, no good. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Here's Wiggins. Davis with some nice D.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Marshall passes to Davis. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Heat trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Hero. And the layup's good off the glass.
And a nice 6 cents back there from Hero using that pick and roll.
And so it's Dallas with it. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And there were a few teams that gave them trouble last year, but this team was one that you wouldn't have expected.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
There's Hero with the 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
MP against Hero. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. That's tipped, and they recover it. On its way from Irving for 2. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler could shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
No good on that one. Great D that time from Adebayo. The Heat trail by 4. Pass to Mitchell. Up top, Adebayo. And Lively pulls it down. For Dallas, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. And Marshall kicks to Washington. The pass to Marshall. There's the lob to the hoop. And finished off by Lively.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Hero finds Mitchell. Now here's Wiggins. Passes it to Ware. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
Hero against Irving. Hero no good.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Adebayo against Irving. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Irving passes to MP. Washington with it. He's guarded by Adebayo. Washington kicks to Irving. Driving inside.
Kyrie Irving, one of the quickest players in the game, so he's outstanding at forcing the issue when he wants. On the
Dallas leading by 7. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with MP. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Marshall in at the 3 slot. Robinson misses.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Davis, the pass to MP. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Lets it go. The jumper's good from inside 6 feet. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Miami. Robinson dishes to Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Robinson against Dinwiddie. Outside for Davis. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Ware. And the rejection by Gafford.
The length of Gafford, a difference maker defensively here.
He lobs it up, and Gafford throws it down.
Well-timed pass and strong finish from Gafford.
Here's Mitchell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Ware. And here's Adebayo. The Mavericks pull it in. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And stolen by Wiggins. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. On up the court. And the rejection by Gafford. To the paint. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Gafford's got 4 points this quarter. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Dallas.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
You make the most of second chance opportunities. When you're in there and active, boy, that can really put a lot of pressure on the defense.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Miami. They're still struggling, trying to string something together, getting a lot of wins. The competition, though, so tough.
And you know, for the Heat, they're already looking to the offseason. And that's a shame. Their fans deserve a little bit more from this team.
Yeah, the body language right now kind of telling the story. Losing takes a huge toll on you, especially during an 82-game grind.
Pass to Robinson. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. They got some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Robinson. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Here's Dallas. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And there's the pass to MP. Davis against Adebayo. Just 5 to shoot. Davis inside. Lays it up off the glass. Davis has got his 3rd basket of the night.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Adebayo against Davis. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Trains it from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter.
No way he's going to pass that shot. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Gafford kicks to MP. Pass to Dinwiddie. Kicks it out to MP. Dinwiddie outside. Over Robinson. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist by Davis. And it's 6 points for Spencer Dinwiddie. Adebayo against Davis. Has to Ware. Launches a three. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Gafford passes to Davis. Now here's Marshall, guarded by Robinson. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
MP dishes to Marshall. Over Wiggins. And it's Dallas with another.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And stolen by MP.
The instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal.
Ware kicks to Robinson. Ware passes to Mitchell. The three-pointer is right on target. Mitchell's got 8 points.
And this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Marshall gets the bucket.
Good instincts from MP. That kind of passing wins the respect of your teammates.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly DA is a two-way threat.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Jimmy Jaquez. As he's checked in for Duncan Robinson. Thompson, he's checked in for Dallas. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Mitchell finds Wiggins. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Misses off the right iron. Mavericks leading by 17. Thompson, high post. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Miami ball.
And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Monday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
You know, most teams might get worried at a long road schedule like this one, but they've been so good away from home. I think they might be looking forward to it. You have to respect what this team can do when they're in your building.
Here's Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
AD gets near the rim, and it's lights out.
The Heat trail by 19. And here is Mitchell. 10 points for him. Hawkins with the ball. And no good that time. Davis drives in, and it's Davis with the jam. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 14 rebounds.
On the drive, AD fluid with some force, and he busts right through the defense.
Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 12 now in this quarter.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Here's Davis. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
Miami's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Ware dishes to Mitchell. Pass to Hawkins. He kicks it to Ware. Good on the shot. Ware's got 8 points.
What a nice kick there from Hawkins, really making a quick read.
Marshall passes to Dinwiddie, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Wiggins with it, picked up by Davis. Kicks it out to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. A three-pointer, Wiggins. Thompson with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip.
And being so aggressive on the offensive end, Davis is doing all he can to find some points.
Timeout called, the Heat. And brand new contract for Klay Thompson as of this summer. Isn't it nice to have Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the
first half with a score, your Miami Heat 48, the Mavericks 68. Your Heat Youth Dance Team.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Ware in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Here's Marshall. Bucket is good. 10 points for him. The Heat trail by 20. Now, here's Mitchell. Loads it up for Adebayo. It's stolen by Davis. Kicks it to MP. And the pass to Marshall. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Wiggins in the post. That one misses. Mavericks leading by 22. Here's Davis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Davis has got 16 points.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there.
Wiggins kicks to Hero. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Miami no good on that time either.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
On the wing, Mitchell. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Inside, lively the pass to MP. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Shot clock at 6. On its way from Irving for 2. And another basket for Dallas.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Mitchell. Off the mark, and the drop continues. The Mavericks have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And the Heat call time here. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
And the Heat making a change here. Robinson's checked in.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Bam Adebayo. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's right around 17 points a night, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
And what a great start to the second half. They've hit everything they've looked at thus far.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
I think as fans, you always want to see the best in the league healthy. Anthony Davis out there tonight, and the NBA is just better when AD's playing.
Hero finds Robinson. Now Wiggins. And a wide open look for Hero. Miami no good on that time either.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Here's Hero. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. The Heat need to get a shot off. Robinson for 3, drills the three-pointer. Robinson's got 7 points in the game.
And allowing this to go no further. He stops a 15-0 run by Dallas.
Irving surveying the floor. Again, the Mavericks score.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Hero kicks to Robinson. A three-pointer, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Davis, and Davis throws it down.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Up top, Adebayo. He's guarded by Davis. Adebayo down low. Davis is there. And Davis sends it back.
No surprise why AD has led the league in blocks before. Well, Both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Robinson kicks to Ware. Passes it to Robinson. And again, it's the Heat missing.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Back to Irving. Shoots from 14. Shoots over Hero. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
There's Hero with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Davis has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Offensive rebound, and finished off by Lively.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Pass to Adebayo. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
The Heat making a switch here. Jovic is checked in. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dallas. Here's Marshall. Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
MP, good. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And not to mention they're playing with great activity. A lot of block shots, good hands, active hands, nothing easy for the opposition.
Here's Hero. Trying to get open is Robinson.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Hero with it. Picked up by Davis. They need this. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you got to like the crafty approach there. Hero really good at keeping the defender off balance.
And some changes here for the Heat. Kyle Anderson comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Jaime Jaquez in for Wiggins. And then for Dallas, Washington's checked in for Davis. Thompson comes in for Marshall. And it's Dante Exum in for Kyrie Irving. Gafford passes to Washington. And the layup is good. Washington's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Here's Jaquez. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Jaquez has got 7 points.
Getting it done in the in-between area. Jaquez Jr. just taking what he sees.
Rebound by the Heat.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Rebounded by Exum. And so it's Exum with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Washington. And that comes off the assist by Exum. He has 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Jovic. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, Kyle Anderson plays obviously at his pace. He's a terrific passer that sees the floor well.
Now the pass to Washington. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Anderson. Passes to Hero. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Exum gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. Exum's got his 2nd basket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The reverse. And Robinson with the layup. 9 points for Robinson.
The hustle from Duncan there, outworking the defense, and he found his shot.
Anderson against Washington. MP up top, right wing. Now here's Gafford. He's covered closely.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Here's Anderson. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to MP. 1:37 left to play in the 3rd. Gafford kicks to Washington. Shot clock at 5. The 8-footer. Nice jump shot. Good. Washington's got 8 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Robinson. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Washington passes to MP. Here's Exum. He has 5. Back to MP. Pass to Washington. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. He's got 10.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Jovic. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Outside Robinson. Over Exum. The step back jumper is good. Robinson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The Mavericks shoot their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Washington, 2.
That free throw, no good. Both teams will make substitutions. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here.
That's the end of the
to
game.
come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony,